It's going to keep flicking. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm talking to myself there. I've got some issues because I'm still plugged into on another side and I keep getting all the flicks. Hi, Carrie. Hello. Oh, yes, I made it. I know. You've been missing me, hey? I saw you on Spirit Events Directory and I thought, oh, yeah, she won't see me because I've come on tonight at the same time. And I thought, then I remembered and I thought, oh, that's right. I can start whenever I want. It doesn't have to be 7:30. I can just jump on whenever I feel like it. Not happy with that. How's the what do you call it? Yeah, you usually do miss me. Yeah, or no, most of the times you jump on. Well, from memory, because I recognise your name, so you do jump on a bit. Hi, Shannon. Hello. I'm not sure about that filter. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I like playing with the filters. They're good. Hello, Desiree. Hi. I'll just wait for a few more people to jump on. Oh, yes, I wondered. I can't imagine many people are going to jump on tonight because, hello, Dawn. Lovely to see you from USA. So glad you made it. Hi. Yeah, I'm not sure how many people are going to jump on, so I'm not on Spirit Events Directories right now. And I did, hello, Caroline. I did wonder what was going to happen. Hello, Rhiannon. Hi, Nigel. It just means that, now I'll start seeing my peeps instead of, the flood of people who are just trawling stuff. Now I get to see my people who are legit into this stuff. Hello, Sharon. Good to see you. Oh, well, look, there's a few people. I've got 10 people so far on Facebook. I'm happy. That's good. You've got to start somewhere. It's been a while. So thrilled to be here. Hello, Sonia. Oh, yeah, look, all my peeps are here. It's really good. I'm happy. I've still got to because I've got to somehow log out of Spiritual Events Directory because I'm getting all these constant bloody things up there. So I've got to try and ignore that. I've got to remind her to log me out of it. So, frizzy hair tonight. Lovely to see everyone. Keen on doing the energy report. Hello, Chally. Good to see you. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Is it Chally or is it Shally? Or is it Shelley? Rhiannon, it's so good to see you. It's lovely to see everyone. Oh, Nigel, you're getting ready for your first trip to Sydney. Half your luck. That's nice. Oh, I'm happy for you. Super happy for you. So, all right, well, I have a feeling there's just going to be a small group of people on tonight, which is fine by me. That's okay. So if you're new here, which I think Shally might be, how this works is, first of all, I'm going to do the energy report for this week, which is good. And what that means is I'm going to read for the collective, your spirit team, my spirit team, your higher self, my higher self, all working in sacred collaboration together. And I've put my hand up to read for you and to read for us. So it's a read for the collective. And I'm going to pick 3 cards, and those 3 cards are picked spontaneously. And then I just channel on the riff. I'm riffing on the content of the cards. Oh, thanks for sharing, Sonia. I appreciate that. Yes, if anybody would like to share, that would be amazing, since I'm starting from scratch again. I mean, it's been fabulous being on the Spiritual Events Directory, don't get me wrong, but it did mess up my algorithm quite significantly. So, it was like, oh, do I build Spiritual Events Directory or do I build my own platform? I think I need to come back and build my own platform for a while. So that's what I'm doing. It's Shay Lee. I'm so sorry. Thanks for correcting me. It's a beautiful name. That's a beautiful name. Shay Lee, lovely to see you here. Yes, and then I got a bit excited for a moment there, because then I realised there's no rules anymore. I can do what I want. I can say all the things. I can say fuck, and I can say it as many times as I like. I could say fuck you if I want. I'm not going to say do, but I can say whatever. I can say all the things now. I can go all in. So happy about that, freed up. And then I can start at any time. Yeah, fuck the rules. That's right. If it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. So fuck that, all right? Everyone? Fuck the lot of it. Fuck the rules. Yes, I'm here. It's all good. This is great. See, we're all freed up now. We can all relax now. I'm back in the pocket. I'm in the pocket. It's a fuck yes. All right, so let me pick some cards. I'm glad you're amused, Sonia. We all need a good laugh, don't we? It's been an intense weekend. Oh, it's been so intense. I had a bit of a mess up weekend. I had in my head, I thought I was doing, I'm going to turn this heater off, it's a bit hot. I'm going to pick the cards. I thought I was doing this like astrology workshop on the weekend, and then I was all like geared up for it. I had like I was ready for it. I was ready to do the personal work because I like my daughter, spends one weekend a fortnight with her dad. So I really only pretty much just I thought it was on that weekend. So then realised it wasn't. So it kind of threw me. So I had sort of planned. Anyway, it's good to be spontaneous, isn't it? Dawn said, fuck is my favourite word. Because all the intelligent people swear, Dawn. It's natural. That's really, there's so many, like to put feeling, emotion in, sometimes you have to use the word fuck. You just do, because it just carries a weight that no other word can carry. There's another one that we could use, but I'm not going to use that live. Not yet. Shannon Valance is good at that one. She can say that one, just rolls off the tip of her tongue. She knows exactly what I'm talking about if she's still here. Okay, so let me pick some cards. You are a genius, Carrie. I believe it. I believe it. So I'm going to do the reads after this. So first of all, laughter is the best medicine, isn't it, Nigel? I agree with you. So I'm going to do the 3 cards first because we love that. Now, let me tell you this. Now that we're starting again from the beginning, I'm starting again from the beginning, all the people that are showing up, if you show up every week, I promise you, I assure you that the cards will start to pick up our collective vibration, and they get more and more accurate. It's actually a benefit having a smaller amount of people online. So make the most of it whilst it's quiet. Make sure you jump back in next week. So it'll be so accurate trust me, it will be for the group. Okay, let me pick the 3 cards. So let's do that, and then I'll do free readings afterwards. So I love questions. So putting a question in would be, Shannon just said the word. It's the C word that we were talking about. I'm not ready to say that online yet. Because what if Facebook bumps me off if I say it? Should I just dare myself and say it, Shannon? Should I say the word because I'm just going to be a rebel? Because I've got my own show now. I'm back on my own show. Should I just say it? Should I say the C word? Do you dare me? Who dares me? Do you dare me to say it? Should I just do it? Hi, Nell. I'm so inappropriate, aren't I? Just say it. Do you want me to say it, Dawn? Do you want me to say it? Okay, I'll say it. No, I will. Cunt. Just said it. Said the word. That's all they needed to say. Okay. I'll get blacklisted. Yeah, probably. They'll ban me. I've said it just once. I just said it once. Just said it once. All right, let's pick some cards. Okay. Better be some good cards, hey? Oh, Shaylee is saying cunt is her favourite word. That's another one that carries weight, doesn't it? It has this kind of weight to it. I'm waiting for Facebook to get rid of me. It does. It has this kind of, no, we don't want to be in Facebook jail. No, I don't want to be. No, I don't really want to be. But anyway, it's still fun, isn't it? Be a bit of a rebel, a divine rebel. Uranus, it's Uranus. This is the lead up. This is Uranus. There's a special thing going on next weekend with Uranus, where it's like direct on the top of the North Node. I know, something like that. But Uranus is the planet of rebellion. It's the energy of Uranus playing out. Okay, let's start. I'm really keen on this week's read, so let's get going. If you everybody's worried about me getting blacklisted. I won't. I'll be fine. If you would be generous enough, it would be amazing if you could share. If you could be so kind and generous to share, that would be fabulous to get the ball rolling again. I'm really pissed if you use that word. Are you, Caroline? Yes, me too. It's usually when I've had a few drinks as well. I mean, I don't drink that much, but my tongue gets very loose after a few drinks. I do say the F word a lot. Yes, that's right, Nigel. Uranus in the North Node of Taurus. I think that's right. Yes, there's a conjunction there, and it's a big one. And it actually ends up hitting my 12th house. So anyway, okay, we want the cards. I've got to stop it. We want to talk cards. Let's do it. Okay, first card for the week. Oh, I was really hoping for love, you guys. That's what I was hoping for this week's reading. There was going to be some love, some lust and some love. But we've got, look, the Pentacles. It's not very exciting so far, but look. Yes, that's right. Yes, Chiron's in retrograde too until next year, 2023. Fun and games. So, okay, let's start with this first card. We've got the Three of Pentacles here. Let's talk about what the Pentacles mean. So the Pentacles represent they represent resources, time, energy, money, how we utilize our money, how we take care of ourselves, how we take care of our body, what we do with our time, how we bring ideas into manifest form. And the Three of Pentacles represents scaffolding. Look at those steps. Can you see those steps? This represents that there having been some kind of growth, some kind of skill development, or an opportunity for growth, or an opportunity for maybe a higher role, or for some of you, you might get a certification, or an opportunity for certification, or an opportunity for a career advancement of some sort. Or maybe that filter's just so weird on Instagram. I'm not putting that one on again. It's freaking me out when I look at it. So this card, it does represent a recognition of some sort. So for those of you who have been applying for new jobs, or applying for even a new home, or applying for some kind of recognition, to be recognized, this is a good sign. This says that you get recognized. For some of you, it might be a pay rise. For some of you, it might be, getting, if you're in business, being people wanting your services. And this is about you being seen in the world for what it is that you offer, for what it is that you do. And yes, recognition is a good way to describe this card. And it does take work to get to this point. So this is a celebratory card. We do have to stop sometimes and just celebrate how far we have actually come, because it takes a lot of effort to create, to bring ideas into manifest form. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes money, and it takes patience. It takes love, manual labor as well. And it takes a lot of effort. So this is a moment to celebrate how far you have come. Acknowledge what you've achieved up to this point. And if you haven't been seen, this is an opportunity for you to open your mind and your heart to the possibility that maybe there's another role for you that's actually going to give you the credit that you need, or pay you better. This is opportunity. This is opportunity. It's a great card. So the first message for this week is recognize that I'll start again. The message for this week with this card is that opportunities are crossing our paths this week, and that it'll be an opportunity for an up level. It will be certifications, or maybe you've just recently been certified. A house might show up. You're being given an opportunity, and you're being recognized for what you've done or what you've achieved, being known for something. Readings, for those of you who might be working on the intuitive path, readings might come in. Opportunities, but it's a reason to celebrate. It means that you're being seen. And if you aren't being seen, this is a message for you to go and upskill, do the thing that's going to give you that kind of opportunity, that's going to give you better opportunities than what you already have. So it might mean going and getting the certification, for example. Okay, next card. Oh, another great card. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you. You just got ghosted and fired. I'm so sorry, Shaylee. This is a really good opportunity. Well, okay, let me read this card because this might make sense to you. Okay, the Judgment card. So this is a major card. All major cards represent what I call rites of passage. And these rites of passages are archetypal experiences that we all have in a lifetime, that we'll all experience over and over and over again. In the card of Judgment, I call this the card of karma. It is a karmic card, but it is also about past life connections, past life relationships, that, you know, people that we know in our life, that we feel a deeper connection. There's something weird about the connection. You feel some kind of, like, you know that you've met each other before. And also this card represents healing from the past, but with a difference. Now, what I mean by that is that we're encouraged this week to cut ties to the past, or finally face the past with an honest and the ability to look at yourself and look at your part that you've played in the situation that you now find yourself in. You know, what you did to contribute to where you find yourself now. So sometimes it's not, you know, it's not always sort of like love and light when we look back and we see our behaviors and we see what we've done, but it's also an opportunity to look at all the good things that we managed to do and what we've achieved and how far we've come. But this is the card of cutting ties to the past. It is about facing the past now, but you also, like, the message is that we do have the emotional resilience to face it now. And we're being called to this week to just go in, have a look inwards, you know, finally just look inwards. One of my clients that I saw this week, which I just thought was such a beautiful journaling process she did, which is really relevant for this card. She basically went in and faced all the things that she had done in her life that she wasn't comfortable with, the things that were negative and that weren't so very nice, and wrote letters to these people, you know, apologizing, acknowledging, admitting her part, doing all of the, you know, being honest with herself about what she did to contribute to the situation. And then she did the whole pono at the end, you know, I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive me, thank you. And she did that with all of them, and then burnt them, then released them. That's such a beautiful process. If you feel brave enough, I would encourage you to do that this week. We have an opportunity to cut ties, cut ties to the past and to heal the past. Yes, personal responsibility, Diane. Hello. We might even call it radical responsibility. Hey, like radical responsibility, which is really about looking at your contribution, what you're contributing to humanity in a whole. Yeah, we look at the nature of our reality and how well, there's a lot of dark going on in the world, isn't there? And really, it's a projection of what is going on inside of us. We're all contributing somewhat, somehow, to that darkness that we see in the world. And you know, part of healing that is being able to look at our own darkness and to forgive ourselves and to find love for ourselves, for our, you know, mistakes, you know, the things that we've done that may have contributed to what we see out in the world, for sure. For example, we can think of the environment. I mean, how many of us are really contributing to healing the planet? I mean, really, if we look at what we're doing, are you contributing to the pollution or to the destruction, to the sickness of planet Earth? You know, we need to think about, this is what this card is about. It is about that kind of radical responsibility, like what part am I playing, and to do, you know, to heal your part in the story. And yes, start with you. So it's such a fabulous card, but it does mean that we're on the precipice of rebirth, right? So this is a good sign. We're on the precipice of change and a brand new chapter, a new cycle. And like, you know, the trumpets are playing. Hallelujah. The trumpets are playing. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? I certainly am. You can face the ghosts of the past. The mummies represent the ghosts of the past. You have the capacity to do that. You have the emotional resilience to do that, or the psychological strength to be able to face that now. So, yeah, great card for this week. Okay. Oh, we got a card, but I'm not sure it's a good one, right? We got a lover's card. I wanted one, didn't I? But this is the one. This is the one with trouble with a capital T. I'm going to show you in a minute. Trouble with a capital T. Yes. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what this little bastard has to say. Okay, look, because I can swear now. I can say all the things. Oh, hi, Lilia. Yes, this is trouble with a capital T. Okay, let's talk about the lover's card. Well, this is a good card, you know, in the context of that we have choices, and we've got to remember that. For fuck's sake, says B. I know, B. I know. Here we go. Here we go. It's all good. It's all good. This is fun. This is fun. For those of you who are dating, this is fun, and be careful. Be careful. Be careful that you don't replay, that you don't start replaying old programs, old stories, old relationship issues, replaying the same thing over and over again. This is an opportunity to look at what you're replaying in your relationships. What programs are you running? What programs are you running in terms of the people that you're attracting? What are you saying to yourself about yourself in regards to the kind of relationships that you're calling in or that you're choosing for yourself? What are you choosing for yourself? There is always a choice. We always have a choice. And I think we have to remember that there are like infinite choices for us. So in the Lovers card, it is kind of romanticized in the Rider-Waite. I know it's romanticized in the Rider-Waite, but in the Mythic Tarot, it tells the story of Paris, who's this guy here who had to vote in this beauty contest for these goddesses. And the gods put him in that position because they knew they would meet the wrath of the goddesses if they didn't choose, if whoever wasn't chosen, they'd seek revenge, they'd avenge, they'd do the wrong thing, they'd kill the god. So he said, no, we'll get a mortal in and we'll get him to do it. So that's Paris now choosing, who's the most beautiful woman of them all. And he didn't have enough wisdom at that point. He was so guided, he was so in his body, which is not a bad thing, but he was so taken by lust that he chose Aphrodite. She offered him the most beautiful woman in the world. The other two goddesses offered him rulership, and the other one offered him, Athena offered him, to become the greatest warrior. Aphrodite just drops her gown, and he's like, oh my God, I want her. She's the most beautiful of them all. Yes, we have to be careful, hey, that all that's gold. How does that saying go? All that glitters isn't gold? Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it? That saying. Just because something looks shiny and hot and sexy and all the things, just because somebody's good looking, and physically attractive, or just because an opportunity looks attractive, just because you're being, don't get sucked into the short term. It's bound to fail if you're just going for short-term gain, if you're just going for that instant gratification, whether that be job, whether that be lover, whether that be the house. When you go, if you're looking for a house, go into the house and look for the cracks. Look for the faults in the house. If you're buying a house, don't just look for the shiny pieces. Look where it might need some work. So we've been called to open our eyes this week in regards to relationship, and be careful, just to be careful not to get caught up in old patterns of behavior. Now, it's not unusual for me, with the work that I do, that I have clients coming to me and saying things like, I'm sure I've met my twin flame, or I'm sure it's my soulmate, or that we all have our own sort of terminology for that one, for the one that you think is like, the love of your life. And majority of the time, it's just a sympathetic nervous system response. The nervous system has been activated and it feels familiar. And it might feel exciting, and you get that buzz, that heightened awareness. And usually most of the time for my clients, it is what's called trauma bonding. So please, just if you get that like heightened state, slow down. Just slow down. Try and ground yourself, because it's not necessarily a sign that this has longevity. Okay, that's a little message in itself. We all want beautiful lovers, don't we? We all want that. I get that. Totally. You're not like, I feel like that too. But it's not enough, right? Sex is not enough. There's got to be something more to sustain the relationship. And usually it's emotional availability. Usually it's connection. Usually it's communication. It takes a lot of work to maintain a relationship. So you want to be looking for the long term. Now, this card doesn't necessarily have to revolve around partnerships, but it does suggest if you're here tonight because you are wondering about, partnerships, that it does suggest a love triangle. There's more opportunities. There's more than one. There are opportunities for more than one, or you're part of a love triangle that you don't even know of yet, that you might be unaware of. So just be careful around that too. Now, for those of you who are looking for homes or looking for new jobs or new opportunities, the message with this card is don't go for the short-term big bucks or the think long-term. Think about what you want long-term. How do you want this to sustain you long-term? Short-term gain, you want to be thinking about, is this right for me for at least 18 months? Think long-term. And let that be the decision maker. It doesn't have longevity, because if it doesn't, it's not the right place. And yes, this does suggest there'll be options. For those of you who are looking for a home, I know Desiree is looking for a home. Desiree, this card suggests that there will be opportunities that might be short term, but that's okay for now. But it suggests that there's possible short-term opportunities for you or short-term stays, which 6 months might just be enough just to get you back on your feet again. But there's definitely offerings and opportunity for you. Okay, let's do a summary. Hello everyone on Instagram and hello everyone on Facebook. I'm so glad you're here. Hello Ashley. Hello everyone. I'm just thrilled that you've all shown up tonight and I get to see my peeps, hey, my people, the people that have been around for a long time. Oh, there are cracks. Are there cracks? Are there, Sonia? Yeah. Oh, thanks, Andre. I appreciate that. Andreas, have I pronounced your name correctly? Probably not, but, I do my best. Always get it wrong somewhere. All right. So that was this week's energy report. Let's quickly just run through it and then I'll do some readings so you can put your questions in. So first card, opportunities, up-leveling, certifications, new jobs, new job opportunities being offered, new jobs. Who was it that's here from someone from, I don't know if she's still here, Shaylee she's not here anymore, is she? Shaylee, are you still here? This to me tells me that there are other opportunities for you. So to open your mind and your heart to other opportunities. New job prospects, being recognized, so getting the recognition that you want. Yes, we do have to do some work on our own karma and what we've to work on clearing the past and healing the past and facing the ghosts of the past. And also it is a rewards card to some extent, right? It's karmic. So all the good stuff that you've sown over the last cycle, this suggests that it's all coming back now to haunt you in a good way. This isn't a bad thing. And then, of course, taking responsibility for the things that we look at where we might have contributed to the mess that we found ourselves in the last 18 months, for example. So this is a card of healing, a card, the caduceus. You can see the caduceus or the caduceus in the card. It is the card of healing. It does represent healing, facing the past and cutting ties, everyone. People, including me, let go. We've got to let go. It doesn't mean that, this isn't the card of grieving. This doesn't mean that we're going to be in worlds of pain and grief. This is the emotional resilience now. I should go, yeah, that was fucked up. I'm cutting. Goodbye. See you later. See you. I wouldn't want to be you. That was rude. Cutting ties. I'm not doing this anymore. You make a decision of what you're going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate anymore, and cut ties to what no longer serves you. That could mean jobs, people, houses, places. Sever the ties. I had a feeling they might be for you, Shannon. And then we've got the Lover's card. Of course, we know this is about choices. This is about, long-term versus short-term, lust versus love triangles, being careful about, what we might be projecting into our relationships. And let's face it, the truth is that we're all kind of looking for a corrected experience from our partners. But majority of us get so triggered by that, that it's very difficult to hold space for our partners when your lover or your partner, is acting out. It can trigger us. It's so difficult to not get fired up by it. And I get that. But yes, this card is about looking. We can learn so much from being in relationship. You learn so much about yourself being in relationship. But yeah, this is opportunity. This is choices out there. Think long term. Lust is fun, great, but it's not sustainable forever. Okay, let's do some readings now for people, hey? Let's start. So who am I going to read for first? I think what I'm going to do as well, I may don't know if I'm going to, oh Christ, cards are flying everywhere. Maybe next week, or I don't know. Because here's the other thing as well, is I think StreamYard, because that's the, I'm just shuffling my cards and then I'm going to read. I think with StreamYard, it does actually mess up the algorithm as well, and it is better if I just go live straight using like the Facebook platform. It is better. So I'm wondering, I might next week have a go at that, just going live on my business page. So I might, for those of you who might have just joined, I'm going to put my business page in here now, my Facebook page. I'll just quickly do it now. And make sure you get, I don't know how you do it, I can't remember. You guys will work it out. You know how you can get an alert to say that I'm going live? Because I'll go live just on there next week. Maybe I'll share it to my, oh, Christ, this jacket's annoying. It's cold. Whispering Magic. There we go. Is that right? That's right. That should work. Yeah, if you follow me on there, and then, next week, that's what I'll do. I'll just go live straight on there. And then that should speed things up. Facebook might show it a bit more, show it to a few more people. I'm happy that you're all here, though. I'm thrilled that everyone's here. Let me read for people now. Sorry, Peter Edwards said, Peter Edwards deciding to do a reading on me, right? He's doing a projection. He's projecting stuff onto me. He said this live. Well, let's see what Peter had to say about me, shall we? Let's see what judgments Peter's making. He said this live seems to fill a void in your life. Have you suffered a significant loss previously? I think we've all suffered losses in our life. I think grief is just, part of our lived experience. I think we've all suffered loss. I presume that you've suffered some losses in your life as well, Peter. But the real reason I'm here is because it's for business. This is my business. This is what I love to do. I love it. And yes, I'm passionate about what I do. I just love it so much. I can riff on the cards forever and a day. So that's why, Peter. Have a great evening. Sending you all the love, Peter. All the love. Okay, let's move on. So, who am I going to read for now? Yes, what void does Peter have? That's right. Peter, just smile. It's just happy days. I'm not defensive. Well, not on here. I'm not. I've got nothing to be defensive about. I'm having a good time. Now, who am I going to read for? I've got distracted now. Tanya. Hello, Tanya. Hi, nice to meet you. Yes, love to read for you. Would love to read for you. I'm going to take my jacket off. I'm feeling a bit warm now. So let's get rid of the jacket. Oh, that's better. That's better. All right. Let's see what we've got for Tanya. So if you'd like a reading, please ask me a question. I do love questions. Questions are fun. But I'm also happy to just do a read like this, just read. So I'm going to be here for a while tonight because I've got no kids. So hang around, guys. There's no limit on my time. So yeah, and I take it, I don't rush through the cards. All right, Tanya, this is for you. Okay, Six of Swords. So, right, the first thing I want to say about this card, Tanya, is that I suspect you have probably been through a bit of a rough trot, like just recently, that there's been some conflict around you and probably some internal conflict as well. And you finally made a decision about how you'd like to move forward. And this card I would like suggest to you is about sort of breaking free, giving yourself a break from the problem story, not being so saturated by it. I think this card suggests that there's a break in the dark clouds for you for a little while, and just enjoy that. Enjoy it whilst it's here, because it doesn't mean that horrible things are going to happen. That's not what I'm suggesting. But we can't be trying to be in the problem or trying to fix the problem 24/7. It's not healthy. We have to have space and and time away from the problem story. And this is what this card suggests. But it does suggest also that you're forging forward with a plan, and you've got a plan and you know what you need to do. And this is sort of forging forward with that. Sometimes it's like that, isn't it? When we finally make a decision about what we're going to do, or maybe you haven't made that decision, Tanya, and you need to make that decision so that you can be in this space of knowing what direction you're going in. That just dropped in then. So, I would encourage you, if with this card, just to like, if you haven't made that decision, make the decision, because it will take some of that weight off of your shoulder and it will give you a direction and a plan. You'll know it'll just ease up some of the stress. There's nothing worse than being indecisive and not knowing which way you should go. Now, the other card that I got for you is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands represents competition. But it's not the kind of competition that you might think. Well, sort of externally, you might be in a situation where you feel like you're not being seen or you're not being recognized. I hope you watched the beginning of this read, actually, because it's quite relevant to this card. The energy report, Tanya. So what I wanted to say about this card is that this competition, sometimes we do find outside of ourselves that we feel like we might be comparing ourselves to what other people are doing, or comparing ourselves to how far other people have come, or what they're doing in their practice, or what you're not doing, and compared to like what somebody else has. And it's a reminder to stay on your own path. This is like just to like really focus, being like the only real competition. And this is, and I don't want you competing with yourself, but, it's you against you. It's not really about you having to worry about what anybody else is doing, because you've got your own unique journey to fulfill. You're having your own unique experience. You have your own unique soul signature. There's no one in the world like you, Tanya. There's only going to be one Tanya, one person like you. You've got your own, path to blaze. And so, this is a reminder for you to step up and start looking at where you might need to strengthen your strengths. I think we kind of do live in, I've heard this before, in some, I don't remember what circle it was in. Someone was talking about developing, I can't remember now, but I'm not one to develop weaknesses. I don't think there's a lot of growth in that, or a lot of worth in developing what you're not good at, like what you're not naturally talented at, or what doesn't make you feel strong on the inside, or what doesn't have you feeling connected to who you are. I think we're supposed to delegate those tasks off to people who love doing those things, and you focus on your strengths, strengthen your strengths, develop your expertise, focus on what you're good at, focus on you, Tanya. Don't worry about what other people have. Focus on what strengthens you. Yeah, okay, so that was your message, Tanya. All right, so I'm going to read now for, hi, Chuma, hello. Do you know, on the Instagram handles, I'm not, there's sometimes they're so difficult to say. I don't know, they're interesting. Yeah. So, who am I going to read for now? Hi, Elisa. There's a few people on YouTube at the moment dropping in. Hello. Lovely to meet you. I'm so glad you're here. You're so welcome, Tanya. Who am I going to read for now? Christ. Can't. Ashley. Hello, Ashley Khan. So Ashley said, hi, Marina. May I please have a reading? How are my future finances, and will I be able to buy a home titled in my own name? Or can you see me buying a new home? Same, but different questions, or different question. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Chuchu said, Chuchuma. Is that how I pronounce it? You may call me as nice. Okay. All right, Ashley, let's pick some cards for you. Yes, I'll be back. I'll read on Instagram too. I'll just read for Ashley first, and then I'll head over to Instagram and do a couple of reads on there. I'm going to be here for a while, guys, so don't feel like, try and be patient. I'm not very patient, so I know what that feels like. But if you can be patient with me, I'll get to quite a few of you tonight, because I'm on my own page now. I'm off the Spirit Events directories for a bit, so that's fun. That's a bit fun for me. That's exciting. back on my own platform, like it used to be in the good old days. Okay, so Ashley, what are we going to pick? This one and this one. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Oh, this is great. Of all the cards now, of all the cards, of the 78 cards, of all the 78 cards, I picked 2 cards. And the card I picked was the card of signing contracts. This is one meaning of this card, signing contracts. So, yes, you will be able to buy your own home. Yes, I think you will have it titled in your own name. In terms of whether or not buying a new home or an already an established home, I don't know yet. I don't know, but this is definitely a yes. This is definitely you signing off on contracts. But don't forget to dot your I's, cross your T's, read thoroughly. Balanced mind. This is Athena is about being ruthless for sure. She has this kind of ruthless energy about her. She's not here to mess around. She's a warrior, and she is a genius. She was known for her creative genius. She was also an engineer, and she civilized Greece or civilized Athens, and she brought diplomacy to Athens. And she was the first woman to rule. She ruled Athens. She was a ruler of Athens, and she was Zeus's favorite daughter, born from his head. She's not really associated with femininity, but however, she's you rising now. This is controversial. I'm about to get controversial, everyone. Maybe I'll call it in a patriarchal society. I was going to say in a man's world. One of the questions you might ask yourself is how do you find power in a man's world, or how do you find yourself in this patriarchal society that we live in? Yes, it is imbalanced. There isn't a balance of the masculine and the feminine, and that's what we're all working towards, is to bring our society, our communities, the energy, the consciousness of the planet back into balance. But the question that you might want to ask yourself is how you need to be ruthless. How can you be more ruthless? You've got to have your own back. You need to have your own back to get what you want. You're going to have to be ruthless about it. So in terms of getting, this tells me that this is going to happen pretty quickly. So sooner than later. This card's in the sign of Gemini. Geminis have quicksilver thinking. I've got a Gemini rising. I don't mind me a bit of Gemini. I like a bit of Gemini. I like to chat, like to talk things through. Quicksilver thinking. And yeah, this card represents that kind of changeable energy. All the nights are mutable in astrology. The mutable signs are Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. We're probably the most flexible. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean it's a good or bad quality. It's just we're the least rigid of the signs. So be open to change is my point, and it'll happen pretty quickly. So this is good news. This is going to happen a lot sooner than later. Now, I don't know if it's a brand new home or not. I'm not going to pretend to make that up and think that I know. I don't know, but I definitely know that you will be purchasing something very soon, and also that it's going to happen quicker than you expect. Okay, that's your message. All right, so I'm going to read for somebody on Instagram. I think it was Chichuma. Chichuma said, "Can I have a relationship reading, please?" Sure. Okay, and then I'll come over to back over to Facebook, and I'll read for. I'm just going to block Peter Edwards. Peter, you've been banned. I'm blocking you. It's finished. You're over. I had to get that bit in. I wanted him to hear that bit. So he's got that bit. Oh, He's done. He's banned. Over, Peter. I put you on the stage. I gave you visibility and I didn't have to. Now you're done. You're finished. It's over. Gagged. You're done. Oh, God, these guys are dickheads, aren't they? I mean, honestly, I don't have to try and be spiritual about this. He was a dickhead. Let's just get real about it. Crikey. Getting carried away with himself. He wasn't a very attractive man, was he? He's probably very insecure because of the way he looks. Do you think? Just saying. Don't hit the door on your way out. That's right, B. That's right. Don't fuck with the women here. Just, don't get too carried away with yourself. Yeah, that's right, Carolyn. Carolyn's using the C word. If those of you who might have just joined us on Instagram, I'm finally on my own platform again. So I've been swearing. I've been saying fuck. I've been saying fuck that, fuck yes, fuck this. And then I even said cunt. I did. I said the word. And now it's given everybody permission to swear, which is fine. We're all sort of freed up. I'm waiting to get... Facebook hasn't dumped me yet saying the word. I haven't been found out yet. No, I'm not going to read for him, Desiree. No, it's not waste any time. Christ, you can pay for a reading. And even then I still might say no. It's not worth my time. Not worth any money. No, he doesn't, Sonia. Sonia said he doesn't love a matriarchal society. No, he does not. Who am I reading for? Choo Choo. That's right. Oh, I feel like I want to be cheeky and out of control. I feel like I want to say all the things that are inappropriate. He's just not, let's just say, he's just not hot enough to even behave like that. You can't behave like that looking like that, Peter. You just can't. You just and he is, look, I'm going to say it. He has to rely on his personality, and he wasn't showing us a beautiful personality because his looks, they're not there. So you can't behave like that with looking like that. What do you think, ladies? What do you think? This is why we have to date the guys that aren't so good looking. We have to drop our standards a little bit around the looks, because the good looking ones, they don't have enough personality. Their personalities are just like shit. I'm just going to say they don't have enough. They've got nothing to give. They're not emotionally available. They're too full of themselves. You need an ugly guy will be there for you, because he has to do the efforts. He has to make the tea. He has to be good in bed. He has to do all the things, because he can't rely on his looks. My friend and I, Anne, she's not here. We've had conversations about this. Legit. This is a legit conversation we need to be having, ladies. It's true. Anyway. Oh, thanks, Ashley. I'm being real. I'm being the real me, because I had to control myself on Spirit Events Directory. I had to behave. Now I can just say all the things. All right, Choo Choo's waiting for your reading. Okay, let's go. Oh, okay. So you did mention something about relationship. That's right. You asked about relationship. So we're just going to get a bit more serious now, guys, a bit more sensitive. So the Five of Pentacles represents loss, having had some kind of loss, that you made an investment in something and it just didn't turn out right. And sometimes that happens when we haven't really fully, when we haven't fully given in the way that we could have, or we didn't take enough risks. You didn't open your heart. You were just too guarded. You weren't coming from a place of honesty in the relationship about how you truly feel. And it is scary, right, guys? Vulnerability, being vulnerable in a relationship, taking the risks, letting the guard down, sharing how you feel, being emotionally available, all of that sort of stuff. It requires risk taking. And the risk is, what is the risk? Rejection and abandonment. That's it can happen for sure. I mean, how many times I've been rejected? So many times. You've got to sort of grow a sort of thick skin around it. But yeah, this is the feeling of having some kind of loss. Okay, but the promise with this card is that I know what comes next. And it means that you get new opportunities. So there will be new opportunities for a relationship, but it is starting again. You do have to start again. So whoever it is, I can call you Nico. Okay, Nico. So just open your mind and your heart to starting again. Yes, things will happen very quickly. So you saw me bring up this card before, everyone, learning a little bit about the Tarot tonight. Knight of Swords. That's quicksilver changes, quicksilver thinking, quicksilver changes. Your mind will shift pretty quickly around this. So just be open to the shiny object. Be open to the shiny object. That's your message. Okay. Oh, look, Linda from YouTube. Hello. Linda Ellison said, good morning, Queen. Just joining God's and Goddess peace, love, something, Aquarius love. Oh, I love Aquarians. Hello. So good to see everyone. Thrilled that you're all here. I'll see what's going on. Oh, for God's sake, he's back on Instagram. How do I block him on Instagram? Oh, block Peter. There we go. Geez, he was determined, wasn't he? He wanted to get me. You can't get me, Peter. You'll never. Yes. Peter needs to settle down. We've had this conversation before. Look, he found me on Instagram. He wanted to get me on Instagram. Ugly men need to work harder to have a nicer personality. He's just lonely. But that's because he's not being nice. You can't have anyone behaving like that. Oh, he's got sexual problems, actually. Oh, I know. I got a dick pic the other day. I was saying that I never get them. I never do. No one, I was almost jealous that people get these dick pics. No one sends them to me. Anyway, I had my first one the other day. It's a bit of a shock. Wasn't expecting that. Anyway, who am I reading for now? Oh, that's right. It was going to be, it was someone on Facebook, I think. Yeah, someone does have a bee in his bonnet. Don't worry about him, Nigel. He's entertainment, isn't he? He's just entertaining. He's entertaining us tonight. He's someone that we can take the piss out of. He's giving us good entertainment. It's all good. All right. Let's read for Desiree. Desiree's despo for a reading. Hi, Desiree. Let's see what cards are going to come up. Now, that major reading that I did tonight, I feel that was a reading for you as well. So please, take that as a sign. I think that, you will be offered a house for sure. It is going to require you to cut ties to the past. So it may even mean that you'll have to move, a new chapter, the beginnings of a new chapter, as in movement, maybe moving out of Broome. Is that where you are? Broome, something like that? Maybe moving out of Broome, maybe moving to a new location. Yeah. And then I'm going to read for Diane as well. After that. Yeah, he was triggered, wasn't he, Shannon? It was fun. It's a bit of fun, isn't it, when you get these guys on there? Oh, well. You just can't behave like that, can you? You can't behave like that. Anyway, let's move on. Desiree, let's read for you. Yeah. Just projecting all my shit onto him now because I could. Yeah, it's all right. You get what you get. You don't get upset. You're going to behave like that, you get what you get. Oh. Desiree, okay. I feel happy. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. I'm loving the vibe from all of you ladies and guys here. I'm loving it. I'm so thrilled that you're here. Big hugs, big love, everyone. Really sending you all the love, all the appreciation, so much gratitude that you're all here. Thanks, everyone. Okay. Oh, Christ. Okay, so the question was, is the house coming up? Okay, first of all, yes, you are experiencing loss at the moment, and it has been difficult for you. I know it's been difficult for you because we've had conversations, and this is an opportunity for you to start again. And whilst you might feel like it's a loss now, it is because there's something greater happening for you. This tells me there are new opportunities for you. You will be offered a home, okay? This is, yes, you will be offered, and also opportunities around work. Okay, so I take this as a yes. Now, I know you don't have long to move. I want you to open your mind and try and be flexible around location. If we look at this week's read, the big read this week, the energy report, I felt like that was relevant for you as well. As think about long term, what you actually want long term, rather than worrying about short term. It may mean that you take on a short term property, like just until the right one comes up. But I actually feel like you're going to get offered what you want. And maybe open your mind and your heart to the possibility that you can, instead of I know it's hard, it's easy for me to say not be scared, but this is confirmation. Yes, you have suffered a loss. Yes, you have, but opportunities are arriving for you. So try and keep your heart and your mind open to having. Look, I read something the other day, or was it this morning, that eventually in a storm, I'm going to say it wrong, but you'll get what I mean. That the rain eventually stops in a storm. You can't keep raining forever. The rain's going to break. Eventually, the storm's going to end, and it will. It's the true nature of reality. Things cannot continue. They just can't be like that forever, because eventually things have to die away, and a new beginning arises. It's just the true nature of reality. New opportunity. New. Yes, you will. You will. That's a yes, Desiree. Okay. All right. Oh, you have applied for jobs with housing. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Maybe it actually comes with the job, because I did pick up job with that as well. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that sounds. See, now this is why it's good when people actually confirm or they say things, because then once you've got the confirmer, it makes so much more sense, and you can go deeper on the cards. Interesting, Desiree. Okay. Oh, you can be pushy, Kelly. Kelly's just said, I asked, I don't want to be pushy, but let me just read for Diane first, and then I'll read for where's Diane? Then I'll read for Kelly. Where is she? Where's Diane? Diane, are you still here? Lost you. Lost her. Yeah, it was a good sign, Desiree. It's in your favour, even though you've experienced loss. We're not denying that, because you have experienced loss. But yes, the other card was the sign. It's a massive yes, that you will be offered a new opportunity. Yes, there's Diane. Okay. All right. So Diane asked about her daughter purchasing her own home. It's a good. Well, interest rates are going up now. Hey, mine's fixed at the moment, but. Yeah, I'm probably going to be in for a bit of a shock in January. I'll have to make more money to pay the mortgage. Work harder. Oh, so much love, Desiree. I hope that settles your spirit tonight. And just try and relax tonight, hey? If you've got any cacao might be nice for you tonight, just to soothe your heart. A nice cup of tea. Try and relax. All right, Diane, this is for you. Oh, guys, I should let you know, tomorrow is, I'm starting, so this is your last chance, everyone. I'm doing this is the last chance for my 9-month tarot program this year. It's a 9-month tarot course for those of you who want to deep dive into the Mythic Tarot, but also not just learn the Mythic Tarot, but it's tarot therapy. So you will learn tarot psychology. You will learn Jungian psychology. You will learn counseling 101. You will learn how psychotherapeutic techniques to utilize with the cards and for your own private practice. You'll also learn mediumship skills as well as somatic experiencing. It's an incredible program, and narrative therapy. So this is it's therapeutic tarot. It's not only is it going to have you stand out as a reader, but also it's going to provide you with the skills that you can for best practice, so that you can go in and support your clients in the most professional and ethical way, and plus give you skills to actually do therapeutic work with your clients and to hold space for your clients to process stuff. Look, the truth is that people come in with real life problems when they come and have a reading with you. It's not just, I just want to have a reading, tell me what's going to happen. People usually come in with some serious stuff, and sometimes the tarot reader is like their last ditch attempt at trying to solve the problem that they're currently facing. You know, they've done all the other stuff and I'll just try Rita and see what she's got to say. So we do have like an ethical responsibility as readers, as, you know, as tarot therapists. So anyway, I created this program to give you all the skills that you need so that you can develop this practice, but also you'll also go on your own personal and spiritual journey on the program. It's so full and it's so rich in content, but so rich in your own personal growth. Everybody that does the program goes through some significant change. And of course, when you're working with the cards and you're working with unconscious material, it's inevitable that you are going to go through your own personal changes and personal growth, you know, in the best way possible, in the most life-giving way. And you'll have me there every week supporting you through that. So the link to that is here. I'll pop that in now. Yes, so the reason why so the doors close tomorrow. Doors close tomorrow. It's the last chance for 2022. I don't have enough space on my calendar. Unless something miraculous happens, I don't have enough space on my calendar to run another group. It's just too much. So this is the last one for 2022, the last intake. So if you'd like to do it, there is an easy pay option on there. And yes, 9 months, you, me, and a very small, intimate group of people coming together to do, you know, not just tarot therapy, but to do personal work. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Miranda. Miranda always says beautiful comments about it. Miranda just said it is life-changing, and I highly recommend jumping on board. Thank you. Thank you, Miranda. Okay, Diane, let's read for you. Let's see. This is for Diane's daughter, who's wanting to buy a home. Oh, okay. So first of all, yes, I think, you know, this is a new chapter for her, a new chapter, you know, arriving for her, a new beginning. And she does need to take a few more risks. She does need to sort of challenge herself. And I think this will challenge her for sure. Absolutely. But she's not very good at taking advice, is she? She's not very good at taking advice. And this is the card of sort of a little bit of denial. There is some work that she needs to do before she can get this house. Now, I don't know what that is exactly, but what I do know is that when the Two of Swords comes up, there's a defense there. You know, there's something that she's not willing to look at, that she needs to do to ensure that she can get her own place. And she needs to look at that first and face that first before she can take that leap, because she needs to clear whatever that is, or be honest about what she's doing with the money. Maybe, you know, that might be the question that you might want to ask her. But yes, I do see this as an opportunity for sure, a new beginning for her, but it's going to require her to take a big risk. And I think she needs to look at what she's sweeping under the carpet. What's the elephant in the room that needs to be sorted out first? Might be the answer to that. Yes, 9 months gestation of new life for sure, Sonia. And you know, when I first launched the course, I think it was 3 years ago, it was 6 months. It was a 6-month course, and I knew it should have been 9 months back then, but I didn't do it. We don't listen to ourselves properly, do we? I sort of was trying to rush it. You can't rush it. You can't rush the processes, and you definitely can't rush the therapeutic training either. So yeah. Anyway. Okay, now I will read for... Oh, her husband says no. Oh, it's him, is it? No, yes, that needs to be dealt with first. There might be some financial stuff going on there that needs cleaning up first, Diane. Maybe around managing money. I don't know exactly, but there's an elephant in the room. That's something that's being swept under the carpet. Okay, Sonia. Sonia said 9 months gestation of new life. I'm going to read for you, Sonia. Hello, and then I'll read for somebody else. Good to see you, Sonia. I'm so glad that you're here tonight. Thank you for being so supportive and showing up and sharing. I'm just sending you all the love and all the appreciation. I'm so grateful for our connection and all the support that you've given me over the last couple of years. You've been hanging around for a couple of years, turning up to these lives, and you're just so loyal, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you so much. I wish you were doing our spirit night, actually. One time you'll come and do that. Anyway. Yeah. Sonia, okay, let's pick some cards for you. I'm just going to pick a couple of random cards for you, okay? Hi, Helene. Good to see you. I'm so glad that you're here. Helene always sends me beautiful messages after I've done a read, saying how much she appreciates me. She's just absolutely divine. She's beautiful, beautiful soul. Send all the love to Helene, because she gives out all the love to everyone else. Open to receive, Helene. We're sending all this heartfelt love and kisses and hugs and all the things, all the love. I'm glad you're here. Okay, Sonia said, will love or house come up? Let's see. Let's see what comes up. Yes, Kelly, I'll be there. I'll be back soon, Kelly. I promise you. I'll just read for Sonia. I forgot. I'll be back. I promise you. I promise you I'll be back. All right. Just don't hang around, Kelly. Hang around. All right. So, Sonia, let's go. Oh, Sonia. Okay. Now, I'm just going to read the cards in terms of not one or the other, just in terms of the rite of passage that you're currently experiencing. So you know what you've done tarot training with me. You did my intro to tarot course with me. You know what the Hanged Man is all about. It is about the great sacrifice. Oh, thanks, Shannon. I'm sending you all the love. Shannon, we were talking about, just very quickly, sorry guys, Shannon, we were talking about you on Friday. Now, all the good things about how amazing you are and how amazing your courses are. Robin was at my house Friday night, saying how fabulous your trance work is and how easy it was for her to go in trance and how much she loved your training. We're all raving about you, how special you are. So yes, just saying. Anyway, okay, let's back to Sonia. So yes, the Hanged Man. Yeah, so this is about making the great sacrifice and having to do the things that are really uncomfortable, the things that we know we have to do for the greater good. And I do feel like this is the house move, actually. This is what I'm feeling. This is, really, this is about having to make some of those, the greater sacrifice for the greater good of everyone. Now, I know when I spoke to you last time, your daughter accidentally heard some part of the conversation and then chimed in with confirmation about what we were talking about. And I feel this is just a kind of an extension of that again, that sacrifice for her it'll be so good for her, but it'll be good for you too. It's going to be good for everyone. So this house move is for sure is still on the cards. And yes, it's going to, it's painful. It is painful. And you remember what I was saying about just getting on, like, this is an opportunity now to start decluttering as well, getting rid of stuff, selling it on Facebook, getting some extra cash, doing all the things to bring some more money in to support you on this move. And at the same time, making space for what you really want and for more authenticity, for the truth of who you are, to make space for that, to start to declutter and get rid of stuff that has been weighing you down or that's keeping you trapped in the past. It's definitely time to make some sacrifices. Now, we know that this card is on the precipice of life and death. Now, this is not to be taken literally. We know that this is you on the precipice of massive transformation. And yes, it's no wonder there might be some resistance around that, because of course going through change means that we're going through doing things that we don't normally do. That's going to require you to respond differently, act differently, be out of your comfort zone. And yes, and say goodbye to certain aspects of your life as well, which there might be even some grief around that for you too. So it is a big deal. It is a big deal, and I want you to be patient with yourself around this, but it's definitely still on the cards. Now, old mate pleasure zone. Old mate pleasure. I love the Queen of Pentacles. She represents you and self-pleasure, and also you valuing your worth. This is radical self-worth. Investing your time, your energy, your money into what brings you happiness, what brings you pleasure, what fills your cup, what nourishes you. This is not about, going on the strict diets or saving your pennies for a rainy day. This is about using your time, your energy, your money, your resources to invest in you. What is important to you? What is going to bring you pleasure? Eat the cake. I said that in a post today. Fucking eat the cake. Life is so short. Before we know it, it's going to dissolve. And we've, don't leave anything on the table. Go out there and fulfill what you're drawn, what your heart is desiring. Let yourself have it, because you don't want to get to the end and then go, I wish I did this. I should have done that. Take more risks. But this is really about bringing yourself more pleasure, Sonia. This is really about you saying yes to what you truly desire, and you are worth it. You are worth that investment. You are worth investing in. Yes, eat the cake. It'll make you happy. That's what Nigel said, and I agree with Nigel. Eat the most like delicious, sugary, yummy, tasty, dopamine hit cake you can get. Let yourself have it. Let yourself have the cake. You're allowed to have pleasure. You're allowed to have a pleasurable life. You've suffered enough. Enough. Like, where's the line? It's time to draw the line. Okay. Yes. Okay. Fingers crossed then. Fingers crossed for you. Please keep me keep me in the loop. Let me know. I want to celebrate with you when it shows up, because it will show up. I want to be part of that celebration with you. I want to cheer. I want to be on your cheer squad and your team. Okay, Beck. Hello, Beck Thornton on Beck Thornton Music on Instagram. Hi, so good to meet you. What was that? B said, only got a Snickers, still a bitch. Oh. Oh, before I read for you, Beck, I've got to read for Kelly. Kelly's thinking, oh, fuck, she's done it again. Kelly, I'm here. You feel motivated to eat the cake. You've got to eat the cake. Do you know what I did today? This is what I did. I got because I'm at the gym at the moment. I've joined this program, and my trainer, she's cracking the whip. Anyway, I got my calorie counter out, and I thought, right, I'm gonna because I've got to be on 1,400 calories. So I'm everything I made. I ate the cake and I ate the curry. I had green curry and I had the cake, and then I fit my other calories around it, because fuck it, I wanted green curry and I wanted cake. And I saw a great movie, by the way. It is called, what's it called? The Crawdad. Oh, I've forgotten the name of it. So good. So good. No, it sounds like I'm making it up. Can't remember the name of the movie. The Crawdad Song? The Crawdad Sing? Oh, I cried from the beginning, the middle, the whole thing. The whole thing was just so moving. I couldn't hold it in. I'm so glad I went by myself as well, because I didn't have to engage with anyone. I was just fully immersed in the cinematography, the big screen. It was all going on. The cinematography was amazing as well. The story itself was fabulous. I haven't read the book, but I want to read the book now. So fabulous. And the acting was just superb. The whole thing, I was in it. It was real. It was all happening. So good. Where the Crawdad Sings, that's the one. Thanks, Sonia. It's about a girl that lives in the marsh. And I could sort of relate to that. It reminds me, no, not her, but she was a genius. But just the some of it, trust me, women, ladies, you'll relate to some of it. You'll love it. Do it. Go and see it. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. It's really good. So good. Okay. Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Now, Kelly's question was, let me find your question. I'm getting a bit of a headache. I might have to go soon. My head's starting to hurt. Need some water probably. Was hoping to have a reading about my new business and how my finances for the future will be. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for all the love. Okay, let's just see what the cards have to say, and then I'll just riff on the cards that come up. Oh. Okay. So, Kelly, can I ask you, is there any guy in your life at the moment? Is there any male in your life? Significant someone, or someone that you've just recently met, or someone that has recently left? Can you confirm that for me? No. So is there someone that you've recently met or recently left? Your neighbor? No worries, Diane. All the love. Yeah. It's a no, okay? It's a no. This is your message. It's a no. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a no, okay? Don't do it. This is your message. I'm sorry, this is not about business. Okay. Yeah. No, it's a no. Okay. So that guy, it's a no. I'll pull some other cards for you. Don't do it, Kelly. I know it's been ages. Don't do it. Not with a neighbor anyway. Neighbors, that's a problem. That is a problem with the neighbor, because then you can't get away from them if you don't like them. And what if they're into you big time, and then you're stuffed because you see them every day? You can't even go to your letterbox. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. You don't want to be doing that. And then you wouldn't be able to go, no, you can't be doing that. Yeah. And then imagine, no, you can't be doing that. No freedom either, because then let's just say you're sort of not sure. No, you can't. I was going to say some other stuff. I won't say it. No, don't do it, Kelly. Don't do it. Okay, let me pick another couple of cards for you. Business, Spirit. This was obviously, you were meant to hear that. Yeah. Okay. Business. We want to know, wouldn't it be funny if I pulled the same cards again, hey? Okay. So this tells me that you need to take some more risks. You're not taking enough risks, that you're not stretching yourself. You're in paralysis. You're too scared to make the big, bold move. Now, I'm encouraging you to do the thing that you're most scared of, the thing that you know you have to do to grow this, or to make this business happen. Do that. Go and do that thing that you're most scared of, because that's actually what's going to move the needle for you, is to do that thing, the thing that's actually demanding something more from yourself. And it will, whatever it is, it's creating conflict inside of you. It's scared, it's scaring you. There's conflict inside of you around this. Debbie said agree, Marina. Computer says no. It does say no. That's right. But yeah, so this is about taking the risk, doing the thing that you're most scared of. And yes, it will free you up. Absolutely. This suggests that if there's good luck with it, that it'll create the kind of spaciousness that you're looking for. This suggests to me that you're wanting creative freedom, that you want that kind of freedom for yourself. But it's going to require you. Oh, is it about charging the correct amount? Oh, that's interesting. Yes. Okay. Is that what it's about, Ashley? Is that your mum? Is that Ashley's just dobbing her in? You see that, everyone? Ashley's dobbing her mum in for everything. Oh, poor Kelly. Kelly looks too young to be a mum. Gee, she looks young. She looks good. Christ, Kelly, you're hot. You look amazing. Yeah, she looks great. Yes, know your worth, Helene. That's right. That's exactly right. Know your worth. That's right. Yeah, she gets that. She is a hot mum. She looks good. She does look good. So this tells me that you also do need a break, Kelly, that you need some space, some space for your own self. Like you need to actually have a holiday or have a weekend away, or do something, go on to like a retreat of some sort, or just give yourself a bit of a break as well. Give yourself some rest too. You need it. You need the balance of both. But I will say this, there's something that you're not doing that needs to be done. And I think Ashley's probably hit the nail on the head, that you're not charging enough. Take the risk, take the leap. It's like you're in paralysis around it. If you want to grow, if you want things to grow, and you want things to you want to make more money, then you're going to have to do the thing you're most scared of. Go and do it. Did you offer her a breakaway the other day? Oh, Ashley, you're a good kid. You're a good daughter. Oh, that's lovely that you're both on here tonight. No next door neighbour as well. All right, we'll read for Beck on Instagram. Beck said, can I please have a relationship reading? I'm still looking and putting myself out there while working on myself. Good, but it's getting exhausting. It's like there's no good blokes out there. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Ashley. Ashley said, I love you. I love you too. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate you showing up. It's just fabulous. It wouldn't work, would it, if nobody was here? It'd be me talking to myself. That wouldn't be any fun. That'd be rubbish. Yeah, I'll see you soon. All the love. Big hugs. All right, Beck. Let's read for Beck on Instagram. Instagram's letting me stay on for a bit longer. I used to turn off after an hour. Now I'm still on there. That's weird because I started at 7 o'clock. They've obviously changed the rules on it. That's Bubby. Can you see Bubby? There he is. He's cute. Okay. Okay. Beck. Let's see what the cards have to say for you, Beck. And then I'll read for... I'll come back. Let's read for Beck first. Oh, Beck, you're not going to be happy about this. You've still got some personal work to do, okay? And this is not a criticism at all. Please don't take this as any criticism. But this is really about you still having to do some shadow work, meaning facing the parts of yourself or learning to love those parts of yourself that you've rejected, that you haven't fully owned yet. There are disowned selves there that you're not fully owning. And if you could do that, it would free you up. You'd feel more freer, not only in terms of creating the kind of relationship that you want, but artistically as well, artistically too. And in your music, I think would free you up even more. So this is about self. The ways in which we might self-sabotage, ourselves, addictions, habitual patterns of behaviour that we participate in, or unconscious patterns that we keep playing out. Usually it's to avoid the discomforts that we feel within ourselves. So sometimes it's drinking too much or eating too much, or spending too much time scrolling through social media to avoid the actual thing that we want to be doing. What are your avoidance tactics? Maybe look at that, because what's underneath that? What are you avoiding? What are you avoiding? What are you not looking at? What do you still need to uncover within you that needs your loving attention? So yes, this isn't a negative card. The devil isn't a negative card. It is kind of in the depths of the hero's journey. It's when we're at what I call when we're in shit creek, but it doesn't mean that you're stuck without a paddle. It's just you're in. This is where all the good juju is. Actually, this is where you find, like, in that dark, rich soil, you actually find diamonds that diamonds in the rough. It's a good place to draw, to discover more of who you are, hidden aspects of who you are. So it is about, yes, you're still having to do some of that personal work, but look, a lot of that is around heartbreak, feeling betrayals. There's still issues around betrayal for you, and trust, learning how to trust and working on that as well, trusting your own heart again. This tells me that I know there's probably a part of you that wonders if you're ever going to meet someone. Like, you probably have moments when you're in this space and they're going to be on my own for the rest of my life, and fuck, what's the point of all of this, and all of those feelings coming up. But this card does suggest there's one cup remaining, that this is worth it. You are worth working. It's worth doing the personal work, and that your heart will heal eventually. It will heal, but there's still some tenderness around your heart that needs. Yes, it scares you a lot. Yes, I can understand that. This is the card of being lied to, or being betrayed, or dishonesty, where you haven't had someone in your life that has been, or you haven't had a sort of a solid men in your life that have been straight up and honest with you. You've been betrayed, you've been lied to, numerous times. And so there is a tenderness around you. There's a sensitivity there for sure. But, again, as I said, there was one cup that's still standing. So this tells me that, it's not over. It's not over. There's a relationship coming. You don't have to fix yourself, Beck. Okay, let's you are not a problem to be solved or a problem to be fixed. You're not broken. You need to like have compassion and love for yourself. Just try and love yourself into wellness. Like, be kind to those sensitive parts of yourself, and know that that we all have a wound. We're all wounded. And that if we can just be kind and gentle to ourselves when we feel it come up, and like just release it as it comes up, that you'll start to develop some kind of compassion and empathy, and make friends with the pain, and it won't be so intense. The more you can love it into being, as in letting it out of your body. Yeah, okay, that's your message. All right, guys, I think I'm finished. I think I'm done. I think I've had enough. I'm tired, hey? I'm cooked. So I'm sending you all so much love. I'm so grateful for everybody that's shown up tonight. I appreciate you showing up. Next week, I think I'm going to give it a go just go live on my business page. So if you haven't followed me on my business page, I would really encourage you to do that if you want to jump in on the lives. Would just be fabulous. And yes, self-love heals everything. It does, Miranda. You're absolutely right. And yeah, I would, please follow, because I'm going to go live on there next week. I'm just going to give it a go and just go live on that, and I'm just playing around, see what happens. So, okay, all the love. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you for everybody who shared. I'm so grateful for that. And I'll speak to you next week. Can't wait to see you. Bye.